And welcome in, everyone, to the locker room and a happy start of 2026. The new year is here, and I'm so excited to see what these next 12 months have in store for the world of sports. We'll have new heroes, fresh stories, and, of course, plenty of highlights await. So let's not waste any more time and jump into tonight's action. On the tail end of winter break, we've got basketball tournaments across the state, and we start with the defending Class 4A runner-up Warsaw Tigers hosting their own tournament. They're facing Indianapolis Ritter in this matchup. First quarter, Jocelyn Bricker had herself a historic day. She gets the bucket there, finishes this game with 33 points, and we will come back to why today was so significant for her. But now later in the quarter, we've got Brooke Zartman connecting from three, and the Tigers lead this 27-1 after the first quarter. Momentum will then carry into the second. It's another Zartman three, and Warsaw looking like perhaps the best team in the state tonight. The Tigers stomp out Cardinal Ritter at home in this matchup. And in the same tournament, Bishop Luers faced Columbia City earlier in the afternoon. We checked this one out in the third quarter. Columbia City with the lead, and Julian Morrow gets the and one, finishes with 14 points in this ball game. Now to the fourth quarter we go, and the Knights looking for an answer. Harvest Green gets the bucket and draws the foul. She would lead all scorers with 17 points in this game. Green now going up for the shot, but it's Morrow there for the block, and Columbia City is going to get the win over Bishop Luers this evening out west in the Tiger Den. Each team also played twice today in pool play. Bishop Luers and Columbia City both playing Pendleton Heights in their other matchups. The Eagles win it in an overtime thriller. The Knights, though, unable to match. And Warsaw also hosted Peru in the morning matchup. The host Tigers dominated, and Jocelyn Bricker, this is why today was so important, broke a single game record with 43 points. Then became the program's all-time scoring leader in the evening game. Against Ritter, meanwhile, teammate Brooke Zartman drilled 10 threes, also a school record. What a day for the Tigers. Warsaw will actually host Columbia City in tomorrow's tourney title game. Now, DeKalb hosting a boys basketball tournament of their own, and the host Barons taking on Indian Creek. That's where we picked this up. DeKalb wasting no time, taking the lead in front of their home crowd. The loose ball corralled around. We go to Dalton Cox, who drills that three-pointer, 5-0 run to start this game. And then on defense, check out Graydon Peppel with the quick hands, comes away with the steal, takes it up the court, finds Zeke Penrod for the fast break score, and it is a 6-point lead at this point. Then the Barons crank up the pressure in the second quarter. That is Brady Vince going coast to coast, using his speed to get to the hoop, but then on the Indian Creek inbound, Barons force the turnover. Vince again for another land just within a few seconds. DeKalb takes a 10-point lead, and they hold on to win this one 53-45. And staying at DeKalb, we've got Northrop facing off with Whiteland this afternoon. Fourth quarter is where we pick it up. Whiteland leading, but the Bruins trying to chip away. That is Zach Darrow with the rebound, passes up to Don Larray Reese Jr. Back to Darrow, who lays it in. Northrop trims that deficit down, but the Warriors just proving far too strong in this one. Check out this sequence. Northrop trying to get something going in transition. That's Carter Walkins swatting away. The offensive board, Aaron McDurphy sends another back. Here's another attempt. This time it's Josh Longway with the block. That gets the Warriors on the break. Joey Culver to Walkins to finish it off. Whiteland wins this one 88-57. And the Warriors had a brief break before they were actually back on the court later in the evening, this time to take on Lakewood Park Christian. The Warriors come out firing in this one. Peyton Williams finds himself wide open under the hoop for the easy two, and Whiteland takes a 10-2 lead to start this game. But the Panthers, they're going to punch right back, and a big part of it is thanks to star senior Avery McFarland. Lakewood Park shot no good, but McFarland gets the board. He's boxed in by 4 defenders, but that doesn't stop him. Lobbing the ball in straight through, didn't even touch anything but the net. McFarland and the Panthers now keep pushing, passing it out to the wing. Around the horn we go, and Cohen Johnson drains the three. Lakewood Park takes the lead in the first quarter, but it would not last. Whiteland then uses a huge second quarter to help secure the 76-38 victory over Lakewood Park. And catching up on a pair of the morning games in DeKalb, we've got Northrop lighting up the scoreboard against Lakewood Park, and DeKalb squeezing out that win past Hanover Central, which means it'll be DeKalb facing Whiteland in that tourney title game tomorrow. Now looking ahead at the boys' schedule, today's slate packed with tournament play. So before we get back to the highlights, let's take a quick look at some of the other teams in action further across the state out of our region. That includes Leo and Southside entering the Tippy Valley tourney, both picking up semifinal wins. That sets up the title game between the Lions and the Archers. Let's see it. Southside picks up the dominant victory, and the Archers 12-0 on the season. Keep an eye out for them. They resume conference play next week when they host Homestead. What a matchup that'll be. And a trio of Northeast Indiana teams competing in the Central Indiana Classic in pool play. Heritage went a perfect 2-0 with wins over Tri-Central and Winchester. Cherubusco and Smith Academy each played a pair of games themselves, but could not find the win column. Elsewhere around the state, we have Wayne with a rough day at Fishers, but Huntington North beat Twin Lakes and Plymouth. Wawasee won a pair of the games in the tournament they hosted, and Blackhawk Christian picking up wins over New Pal and Cardinal Ritter in that Lawrenceburg tournament. All of those tournaments will resume tomorrow. Now moving on down to Indy, we've got Bishop Dwenger and New Haven getting a treat, a matchup inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and that's where the Bulldogs pick up the dub in the state capital. And now for our final boys scores from around the region. Fremont hosting Woodland with the Warriors knocking down the Eagles 55-26, and Belmont faces Adams Central. The Braves drop 79 points on their neighbors to the south. And Southern Wells visits Union City. The Indians take down the Raiders 57-38 in that one. Wabash visits Logansport, where it's the Berries coming out on top of that 19-point victory. Then we've got Norwell hosting the Fort Wayne homeschool squad, and the Knights clip the wings of the Hawks in that one 78-52. Now finally on the boys slate, we've got Manchester hosting Northwestern tonight. This is a defending state champ Manchester team, by the way. Slow start, though, for the Squires. Colin Cook gets the steal, and that's going to end with a slam for Northwestern. A few minutes later, though, and it's Manchester's chance to get some points off the turnover. That's Aaron Reed with the steal and the score. Still, Squires are trailing by about 6 after 1. Now into the second quarter we go, and Dallas Martin pulls up and is going to drain that 3. Squires cutting into this lead, but it would not be enough. Northwestern goes on to get the win tonight. They're 5-1 on the year. The girls team, though, beating Northwestern 72-24 in the first half of the doubleheader. And one other doubleheader we've got today. East Noble hosting Central Noble. Good day for the home crowd in Kendallville. Pair of comfortable victories for the Knights. So now we turn our attention back to the remaining girls' games, and wow, do we have a clash of the Titans tonight. These next two teams enter the evening with a combined record of 25-2. Someone's going to pick up a statement win this evening. So to Decatur we go. That's where Belmont hosts Eastside. Belmont gets the tip, and it's Ashley Blakey passing to Annalie Kruckeberg. She takes it, passes to Marianne Blakey. Wide open, gets the bucket to fall. Braves again with the ball now, and check out as Kate Kitson finds trouble, passes it out to Hadley Caffey, easily sinks the bucket. Belmont goes up by 2. Blazers now in the second. This is Lucy Kitchen tossing it to Addison Moeller. She's good for the score. 16-3 Braves, though. We're starting to go on a run. At the end of the second, Kitson finds an opening down the middle, takes it to the hoop. 22-3 is your halftime score, and the Braves defense proves way too much for the Blazers. Belmont wins this 42-28. They are 13-1 now on the season. And to Woodland we go next. We've got the Warriors hosting an impressive Jay County squad tonight. Let's check this one out. Joining in the second half, Jay County leading by 3, and look at Emma McDaniel here getting this rebound over to Caitlin Sterling. Runs it down the court, knocks in the easy 2. Patriots, though, are going to answer back as check out Rayla Newton putting up the 3. Nothing but net. That's that beautiful swish that you can hear it through the TV there. Woodland now getting the ball. Savannah Schumann putting it up at the top of the key, and Woodland pulls ahead in the fourth quarter. These students are pumped up. Game neck and neck, back and forth the entire duration. In the end, it's the Warriors coming out with the victory over Jay County 56-54. And finally on the girls' schedule, we've got Heritage visiting Lakeland. The Lakers drop anchor on the Patriots 41-31. And Hamilton hosting Eden, Ohio. It's the Buckeye State's Bombers getting the job done this time. So with that, it is time to take one more look back at our play of the night from the high school ranks. And this week we head back out to DeKalb, where Lakewood Park's Avery McFarland put on a show of physicality. Look at that play, lobbing it up through 4 defenders. He gets that putback layup. He is so tough to contain. Check it out again. The offensive rebound, working his way. 4 different guys try and stop him. Up and in it goes. Big day for McFarland. Things looking up for them, but Panthers not able to complete the upset in this one.